Hello everyone and welcome to our channel of Azure Cloud Today. So what exactly is the company portal application? Imagine you joined a new startup company and you have got your laptop and your own phone to work. Now, tell me, how would one get the applications required to start your work quickly? Examples of applications over here could be Microsoft Outlook, Teams, line of business apps, or custom apps that you and your team would be using every day. Problems like that is solved by company portal. Once you go inside the company portal application, it should have all the list of applications that you would require to start your work. Do note that this is not automatically present. The apps are not automatically present. The Intune admin needs to configure this and make it available for the end user. In this video, I'm going to show you what the company portal is, what it looks from both the employees and the admin's perspective. Whatever configurations we are going to do inside the Intune admin center, the end user would see the result of those things inside the company portal application. Example, if we push an application or make the application available for download, the end user can come inside the company portal application and then download and install the application by themselves without an administrator login. If we or an admin pushes some compliance settings over here, then the end user can come inside the company portal application and check if the device he or she is using is compliant or not. Along with that, if we or an admin allows the option to factory reset the device completely, then the end user can come over here inside the company portal app and factory reset the device themselves. The three forms of company portal application. First is the mobile app, second is the desktop app, and third is the web portal. So first you have the mobile app. This is our company portal application that the user would download from the App Store if they are using an iOS device or from a Play Store if they are using an Android device. This is one of the application that the end user interact on a day-to-day basis. Second is the desktop app. On Windows, this can be downloaded from the Microsoft Store itself. Third one is the web portal or a browser-based version that employees can access this from any device by going to portal.manage.microsoft.com. Now, let's look at what an employee can actually do inside the company portal. There are several key areas, and I want to walk through each one of them so that you understand what the end user experiences. Browser and install apps. The first one, and arguably the most important feature, is the app catalog. When an IT admin deploys apps through Intune and makes them as available, those apps then show up in the company portal for employees to download and install whenever they want. Enroll a device. The company portal is also the starting point for device enrollment on most platforms. When an employee downloads the company portal app and signs in with their work account, it can then walk them through the enrollment process step by step. Once enrolled, the device gets all the policies, applications, and configuration that the admin has set up in the Intune Admin Center. View device status and compliance. Employees can also check the compliance status of their devices. The end user could get to know in this screen that maybe their iOS is outdated and hence their device is flagging as non-compliant. Self-service device actions. Over here, the employee can take actions on their own without having to involve the IT. Example, if admin allows, then user could also factory reset the enrolled device. Access IT support information. In this section, if the end user needs any help Then IT's contact information is provided over here. This section is configured from the Intune Admin Center for all users, and then the end result is being observed by the end user. Now let's go to portal.manage.microsoft.com and have a look on how the end user sees the company portal web based. Let's log in over here, put in the MFA. So this is basically the landing page over here. It shows a message stating that your organization hasn't made any apps available to you on this device. Over here, this is the home page. So, and if we click on applications, there is no applications displayed at this moment because we have not pushed it yet, as we will be doing it all together. Then the next section is the devices one. Over here, we currently do not have any devices enrolled over here, as we would be doing that as well together. So once the devices are enrolled, end users can check compliance status and take self-service actions from this blade. At this moment, you can see it's prompting us to add this device over here. The next section is the help desk one. This is the IT support section. Currently, it's empty because we haven't configured the help desk information yet. This is something that the admin sets up under tenant administration in the Intune Admin Center. Now let's have a look at where in the admin center is this configured. So for that, we will go to intune.microsoft.com again, log in as our admin user, then click on tenant administration. If you go to customization over here, you would notice that this is the default policy which is applied. If you want, you can create a separate one. However, let's click on default over here, then on properties and click on edit. If you see over here, you can manage the company logo, the upload logo for white or light background, upload your brand image, then click on the contact name, phone number, address. This is the support information provided over there. It was completely blank for us. Over here, we can configure different things like device enrollment, then privacy statement, URL, and all the other things. Let's click on cancel there. The apps that would be deployed and the users will be shown in this app blade. Let's see where that is configured from. So let's click on home again and then click on applications over here. If it's a Windows, or for example, if it is an iOS platform, we are doing it for Windows. So let's go to Windows. Over here, we can create an application from this Microsoft Store, and let's click on select. Okay, we select, click on Teams, select. Okay, and then we can select categories as well if we want, and then we click on next. Then this available for enrolled devices, then we can click on add group so that the application is just available for that group. If we click on all users, then it will be available for all users, and then in the same way, all devices. If we select as required, then it will be auto installed for that specific group, or for all users, or for all devices. Uninstall over here will just uninstall that application from that user group, or for all the users, or for all the devices. But currently not going to do that, so let's click back over there. Before we wrap up, I just wanted to let you know that on Android, there are two applications in the Play Store. One is the standard company portal application, and the second one is Microsoft Intune app. They are not the same things. For standard installation, or for bring your own devices or BYOD scenarios, we are always referring to company portal application, this one. The separate Intune app is specifically used for corporate type of enrollment. Don't worry, we will be looking at that as well. Now let's look at some real world scenarios to understand this better. New employee onboarding. Tom over here just joined the sales team and IT tells him to download the company portal application from the App Store on his iPhone. What does Tom do after that? He signs in into the company portal application with his work email. The application itself then walks him through the entire enrollment process. And within few minutes, he can see Microsoft Outlook, Teams, and all the required apps listed on his app catalog. He then hits install on each one of those applications, and with that, Tom is all set within an hour. No IT involvement over here, and most importantly, no waiting for the IT. Consultant offboarding. An external consultant was working in the organization and their project has now ended. And due to that, now they want to remove company's access from their personal laptop. What would they do over here? Over here, they would open the company portal application, select their device, and click remove. This triggers a retire action, which removes the mobile device management profile itself. Corporate app configuration are removed, email profiles are removed, and access to companies' resources is also removed. The personal apps, the personal files, and settings of on the personal computer remains completely untouched. Thank you everyone. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you at my earliest. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.